So the long-awaited story of what happened. It really was not a lot. It was not as crazy, if you will, as like I guess what you would have thought. But the other day, we were at my dad's house, my parents' house, because we were celebrating his birthday apparently, which I didn't know. I just showed up, and whatever. So like my little sister, she smokes. And her friend was there. And at one point, like, she disappears, like, after we eat.
Your
or some
sister.
shit. Yeah. And I'm like, And, dude, I haven't had weed for, like, a week. And because I haven't gotten a chance to go, the guy's on, like, the north side. So I don't go over there. And so I texted my sister. I was like, hey, do you have any? Like, let's smoke. And she was like, oh, I'm actually, like, rolling up right now. I was like, bet. And I go up there, and then I'm like, oh, should we invite like my cousins because they're downstairs? And they were just chilling. And she was like, yeah, sure. So they all come up at the same time. I'm like, bro, we all come up, and then whatever, we're there for like, I actually don't know, maybe like 20 minutes around there. But one of my cousins, her dad was texting her like, where are you? Like, where did you go? And we're like, stop. Like, I feel like they know.
Like, you gotta go. Like,
Yeah. But she was like, no, like, it's fine. Like, it's fine. So we stay up there, and then I'm like, I'm going to be the first one to leave. So I leave, and then I go back, and I'm like, my eyes like small as hell. And I'm like, so I go downstairs, I go back with my boyfriend, and
oh, he didn't go up with you?
no.
He left this poor man by himself. Oh my God.
What was he gonna say? What was he gonna do? He's just gonna sit there if he went up there with us. No, but he went inside, and he texted me. He was like, yeah, it got like really weird. So everyone kind of went inside. So I also went inside, and my cousin's boyfriend also went inside for like a second. And then they came back out. And he was like, dude, you guys are making it too obvious. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, especially because you come back like all like this and shit.
No, but like I'm chilling. I'm like trying to be regular. So I go down, and then I make myself a tostada.
Oh, that sounds fire.
Yeah, and the rest of them come down and stuff, and then everyone kind of looks around, and they're like, "Ooh, ¿dónde estaban?" And they just kind of giggle, and we're like, "Oh, like we were just inside," and everyone just kind of sits down, and I feel like they're looking at us pretty sus, but I'm trying to like chill, you know. So I don't really know if anything. I was like, well, like we went inside, we took some shots. Like that's if they were to be like, oh, what were you guys on? Blah,
Oh,
blah,
so you
blah.
didn't say anything at this point? Okay.
But yeah, that was pretty much it. And we had some food, and that was it. But I don't know if
nobody
they went
ended up
home.
saying anything?
No, but I don't know if they went home, and because like my cousin's dad was like, where are you? And then like I think at one point he was like, we're gonna talk later, some shit like that. I don't know, but maybe later on they would have said something. My parents didn't say anything to me, but it was fine.
Sube el volumen.
Hautbox.
Tiene algo enorme para ti.
Si te ofrecen droga, te van a decir que se siente bien padre, que te vas a reír.
Dude, when that happened to me, the whole like cousin situation, we went back because we don't ever like, if let's say we go over there to Vernon Hills or far as shit like an hour away, we would go on Friday night or Saturday, and then we'd leave the same day, and we won't come back till like either next weekend or like the following, like 2 weeks from now. But the fact that we went back the next day, I was like, oh, some serious shit's happening because we never go back the following day.
Oh, and also, when we were all up there, I feel like my mom was feeling something. Because when I came downstairs, my mom was like at the bottom of the stairs in front of the bathroom, like cleaning the bathroom, but the bathroom was clean. And she was like, oh, like, where are you guys? I was like, oh, like, I just went upstairs really quick, and now I'm coming down. And then I went outside immediately. Like, as I walked away, she took a step on the stairs going up. I texted my sister immediately. I was like, she's coming up. Leave now. So I don't know if she like got the text, what or whatever, but
Oh my god.
who knows?
Do you think that the only reason your parents or your whole family suspected that you guys were up there is because they used to do the same shit? Like they know what's going on.
Because I used to do the same
No,
shit.
no, because they used to do the same shit. Like they know what's going on. Like they know what happens when like all the cousins go into the room together, and you know.
I actually don't know because they weren't really a smoking family. They were a drinking family. So if anything, maybe they would suspect us drinking. That's why I was thinking what I was gonna say. But I don't know. I don't know if my cousin's parents know if they smoke or whatever, but
But like your whole family drinks in front of each other, right? Like you and your cousins drink in front of you or your parents.
yeah,
and
but
stuff.
like it's very weird when like let's say my cousin's 21st was not that long ago.
Yeah.
And my cousin's 21st, like another one, was like a year or two ago. And we went, me and my older sister, we pulled up, and then me and my little sister pulled up to different ones. So it was regular for us to drink like beer and let's say a seltzer or whatever. But once the shots were like being brought out, the fam was kind of not fucking with it. They were like slow down, like you guys are doing too much, like this
Yeah.
and that. And it was like really awkward because it's a 21st, so you know they're like, oh yeah, haha, like you can drink now. So like when we pulled up and we're like, all right, let's drink, they were like, wait, hold on. So that's why I feel like they were on that, but I don't know. But who knows?
Okay, so there's been some shit going on that like over the past couple of weeks. Maybe did I tell you about my whole closet opening by itself and shit? Did I tell you about this already?
I think you did.
Yeah. So just like a brief, I guess like what's the word? A brief recap.
Summary.
Yeah, there we go. Summary. There's been nights where I close my closet like all the way, and like my closet is those ones that you pull out and they fold. So it's two separate doors that fold.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And I could see where they might open by themselves overnight, but like it's very unlikely.
Yeah.
And there's times where both of them are just slightly open too, which is even a little bit more weird. And so I'd go to sleep purposely closing my closet doors, and I'd wake up with them slightly open, just
Like a sliver.
Like a
And if this
sliver.
isn't in front of your bed.
So my bed is facing the window. This closet's to my right.
Okay.
And I usually sleep with my back towards my closet. Nothing like not because I'm scared of the closet, but because like that's just a position I've gotten used to. Facing
Yeah.
the wall, I fall asleep facing the wall. But sometimes I like to. Is that the tornado alarm?
I don't
It's the first
think
Tuesday of the
so.
month, isn't it?
I think.
Anyways, and so like I just fall asleep with my back facing the closet, and tell me why last night I woke up around like 4 o'clock, and I was consciously awake, and I felt like a breath on my face, and because I was looking at my phone and I put my phone down and I was like falling back asleep, but it was like a very harsh, like how can I describe it? It was like yeah, like that.
Like
and
a
then,
little gust?
Like a little gush of air, and it spooked me. I jolted backwards, and I was like, oh, like what the fuck? Like it woke me up.
Was this like
And
facing the closet or away?
it was facing the closet. And the closet was wide open. Doors are just like completely open. And I also have my clothes.
But you closed it.
No. I left
Okay.
my closet open yesterday. But I have my t-shirts and like my long sleeves on the left side of the closet. And so there's a space between my t-shirts and long sleeves, and it separates like the sweaters and all that other stuff. And so there's like this big space. And so you kind of just see like darkness right there in the middle. And again, it doesn't really bother me just because like I know I'm not, like I know shit's not in there. And like why, if my whole life I've been in that room,
Why
just
now?
now, exactly. So I felt this gush of wind, and it was like like that, and And like I was trying to like play dumb. I was like, nah, like that was me. Like I'm trying to like recreate it. I'm like, maybe like I did that without realizing it. So I'm like, I'm like breathing into my nose. Like maybe maybe it was my nose. Like maybe I just like sneezed or something. It had to be something.
God.
But it jolted me backwards, and I was like, okay, like I'm just gonna ignore it. And then I wake up again like an hour later, and I'm waking up from a dream. And I forget what the dream was, honestly, but I was waking up from a dream, and I'm looking at the closet, and I swear my clothes are moving, like something was just like rummaging through the fucking
Stop.
clothes. And again, like I've never seen this before, and I didn't hear the clothes. I just saw them moving, and I didn't see anything in there. But I don't know. I was just at that point, I was very freaked out, and I was like, I gotta turn around. I'm gonna face the wall again because I don't feel that comfortable.
You wouldn't just
facing
leave the room.
No, like if
I
it
would go
wanted to
sleep in the
hurt,
living room. I'd be like, no, I'm leaving.
because I was also like just not. You know when you wake up disoriented and shit,
Yeah.
like from a nap or just from sleeping, like that's what I figured it was. I was like, no, I had to be seeing some shit, because 2 weeks ago, I was trying to fall asleep, but like, dude, for the life of me, I fucking couldn't. I felt like something was watching me, and so I called my girl and I was like, hey, like, do you mind if I just like fall asleep while you're on FaceTime? And she's like, no. And then I just had her on FaceTime until I fell asleep because I felt a ton better. And yeah, so like that night I just felt very uneased.
Uneasy.
And yeah, uneasy, whatever. And then over the past couple weeks, I just noticed that my closet's been opening by itself at night when I leave it closed. Like I remember
you have
it
to
closing.
do a cleanse.
I don't know if I need a cleanse, because I don't know. I've also heard that maybe you just have some like shit going on in your life right now, that maybe you're just seeing things, or maybe you're imagining these things. And like maybe there's some other things to worry about before you
Do a cleanse.
or like assume that it's like a ghost or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
Again, because like I've never dealt with this stuff in my room before. Like in my house, I've definitely have heard my dad say some things, or like have
Right.
heard footsteps, but never to the point where I'm like terrified.
That's pretty spooky.
Yeah, dude. And I don't know. I wanted to see what you thought about it.
Dude, I don't know. Like, I mean, you may think that this place is a bit creepy, but I feel very safe.
In this place?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I really do like to keep my closet doors open. Like you were saying, the folding ones, like we have those too, but there's two sets. So there's one in front of me and one in front of like the other side of the bed. So, I always make sure to close them because I don't like to wake up in the middle of the night and have it be slightly cracked where it's just dark. Like, I think that is so creepy. And when someone was saying, I remember in the TikTok, one of the comments in one of the spooky clips, they had said like, oh, like cover your mirrors, like whatever, if you're like facing you. But mine isn't facing me, it's right next to me. But it's not facing me, it's
hell
like
no.
facing the other way, if you will. But it's still kind of spooky. Like when I turn off the light to go to bed, I don't like to look at it because I have to walk up to it to get into bed. And I'm like, let's look away. And like I want to have a nightlight, and my boyfriend's like, no, like don't be a weenie. I get scared. But this is my spooky story. So last night, I'm like laying there, right? And I'm like asleep, but slightly conscious, if you will. And I'm like sitting upright. And this is my first experience with sleep paralysis, but it wasn't full on sleep paralysis. It was like about to be. I was like laying upright, and then I felt myself drifting away. But as I drifted away, my body started feeling like frozen. And as I was drifting away, feeling frozen, I would see like a black cast coming from like my feet up. So when I like felt that, I like woke up and I was like, no, bitch, we're not going to do
hell
this
no.
today. And then I was like, no, it was fine. Like, I'm seeing things. So then I do it again and I drift away and it happens again, like a little faster. And I was like, no. So I like got up and like laid on my side because I was like, we're not going to do this.
This was at night?
Yeah. Like I felt it coming. I was like, It was pretty spooky.
What do you think would have happened if you just like gave into it? Like you just accepted that was gonna happen.
I don't like to think about that. I don't know. Well, when I saw the shadow, like it wasn't a figure or anything. It was just like this darkness
It's a
coming.
cast.
So
That's scary.
yeah,
Did you
it was
say your
pretty
boyfriend
spooky.
about it as it's happening or what?
Yeah, I told him this morning. He was like, "Oh, that's scary." Like, I need more emotion from you.
Like, dude, there's a fucking shadow in your room. What do
I
you
know.
mean?
You'd just be like, okay, just close your eyes.
No, I was imagining when you're talking about the mirror. Or like, oh, dude, you know what? Like, that's just creepy to think about. Let's say you're going into the bathroom in the morning, right? Oh, like you think you're awake, but you're not awake.
Stop.
And you go into the bathroom, you're doing your morning routine, and you haven't looked to the mirror yet. And you look in the mirror, and it's just like it's you, but it's a full-on smile, like wide eyes, just staring back at you, and you know for a fact you're not making that smile, because you're like feeling your face, and you're like, you know what I mean?
Why would you give such scenario? But I'm dreaming. Or-
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
because
think
then
I
you
just
do
passed
that, and you're
away.
like, oh shit, like, you know, you're dreaming. You realize you're dreaming.
I would want to get out of it. I don't know what I would do. Oh my god, that's
And then it just
so
reaches
creepy.
to the mirror.
And then you wake up. No, I would die. I've had some pretty spooky dreams, but
Mm-hmm.
nothing like that. I really hope nothing like that ever.
What have your dreams been recently? Because I honestly have not been remembering any of my dreams.
Dude, same. So actually, I've only remembered very few of them, but it's only like the setting.
Throughout the past couple of like
Mm-hmm.
weeks or whatever.
It's only been like the setting, and it's places that I've never been around, or a lot of the times it's like Mexico, but nothing pretty spooky, which I think is weird.
Yeah, and you haven't been smoking either, right? Because usually I would say like that's the reason why you haven't been remembering anything.
I actually don't know. I think, well, since I came back from Mexico, like I wasn't really smoking over there. I have a good story for this. But when I came back was when I like finished off my weed, and that was it. So when I was in Mexico, we were all sitting at a table. It was like me, my sister, and my brother-in-law, and my dad. And one of my tios, for reference, this was my tio Juan, and one of my other uncles. And they were saying some shit, and then they bring out this like black bag, and we're talking and stuff, and my dad's like, oh, like opening the bag, and he's like touching it, like smelling it and stuff. And we were just talking about like chayotes because they were growing them in the backyard, and I thought that's what the bag had, right? So when my uncle was like, oh yeah, like, you know, people grow this in their backyard now, you know, so they can like have it for themselves. So my dad like passes me the bag, and I'm like, oh, like, is it the chayotes? Because we have them in the bag. And I like open it, and it looks like straight up grass. And I was like, what is it? And they're like, oh, it's weed. And I was like, what? But my brother-in-law was like touching it and stuff, like smelling it. Bro, it looked like grass. So then I was like, he passed it to me, and I was like, he's like, oh yeah, smell it. I was like, no, I don't smell Reggie. Like, I'm sorry. So I like passed the bag back to him, but I don't know if it was or not. Like, I don't know if they were fucking around because my uncles were laughing. So I was like, are you telling me the truth? But yeah.
Damn, they're trying to find out if you actually smoke or not.
Nah. They're testing me. It was a test. It was a setup. So when we applied for this apartment, when we applied for the apartment, they had to do background checks, obviously, and stuff. So I mean, my social media at the time was private. So there was like no accounts really that were tied to my name. I mean, maybe my Twitter, but like doubt it. And I don't really have articles written about me. I don't have a Facebook. Like, I don't have shit like that. So I was like, it's fine. Just run the background check. And my boyfriend, he has like a bunch of stuff online about him. But he has everything like public and stuff. So I don't know what he expected. But yeah, the guy, like the building manager, like he came, like we were signing the lease and stuff because our background check came out good. And out of nowhere, we're like signing. He's like, yeah, man, like really like your stuff. I love your paintings. I love what you do. And we don't know this man. Like we didn't expect it. Like he wasn't talking to us like that. But when he said that, my boyfriend looked up like scared. He was like, what? And he's like, oh yeah, like Jacob Polehill. Yeah. Like I seen some of your stuff. And he's like, oh, like thanks, man. And like, whatever. He left and we were just kind of like, what the fuck? And the guy was saying like, yeah, we'd like to do really extensive background checks and stuff. So I like looked into social media and all that.
God damn, I was about to ask, like, in a typical background check, aren't they just checking for like felonies and stuff
That's what
like
I
that?
thought. Maybe anything like tied back, obviously, to your social and stuff. But I don't know. He really looked him up. But this man is on
Jesus.
Google, so I'm just like, the fuck?
Because he has a pretty unique name.
He does that too. And I'm just like, anytime anyone looks you up, it's you're like the only person with that name. So I thought it was funny because also someone else brought that up. Someone like recently also was like, hey man, like I like your stuff. And it just caught him up. He was like, what the fuck? But I'm just like, you're too out there, Sorry.
You know how many times I've tried to like get my name as my hand on Instagram? Or like just Jason. The guy didn't want to sell it to me. He's like this
Oh,
like
really?
older white dude. Yeah, dude, I tried getting it and he was like, nah, it's not happening.
Damn, bogus.
I thought it
Offer
was
him more
cool.
money.
Yeah.
Just lie. I wonder how much a handle like that goes for.
If I had to guess, I think you could sell it for at least $50,000.
I was gonna say 20K,
Really?
but maybe 50. I mean, it's literally one of a kind. So yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it was more. So
But I feel like Instagram just like dying lately. So I don't know if like it really, like every day is it depreciating.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
You think so?
Instagram itself, or if you had the handle.
Like the handle is now becoming worth less and less as Instagram itself dies.
See, because if you get the handle, you're more noticeable on other people's pages, which means you would get more followers, whatever. Which means that at some point you would be able to see. I think I'm thinking too much into it.
No, I think you're on the right path. I think this is the right path.
But like you would then eventually make money off of Instagram because you're having all these followers and stuff. So if you have the means to make money on Instagram and grow your brand for another platform, I don't think it would depreciate. I think it would still be beneficial, but not maybe 50K beneficial.
So you don't think I should offer 50K is what you're saying?
No, not for Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah,
What would you do it for then?
maybe TikTok.
I would do it for Twitter.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I like Twitter. I hope no one finds my Twitter. It's the last place I have. But I don't know. I feel like, you know how people tag like their stuff on the like replies and stuff, and I see a lot of people plugging other people, and I'm like, damn, this
On Twitter?
on Twitter, yeah, in like the replies, And I'm just like, fuck, dude. I wonder how many people are popping off because of Twitter and not Instagram because it's like an instant visual shout out, whereas like Twitter, it's not as much. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Should we be on Twitter?
See, I thought about this, but like, what would we do? What would we even say? Because we would have to tweet a lot.
Yeah, dude, I have no idea.
You have like no thoughts.
Has like, do podcasts typically have Twitters?
I've seen Twitter podcasts.
Yeah?
Podcasts from
And
Twitter.
are they like? Do you think they're run well? Like the tweets that they post, or
Well, from
just-
the ones that I've seen, no. But I haven't looked into like bigger ones, if you will.
See, I know you go throughout the day just like randomly thinking random things. Like, you do that, right?
Yeah, but then I just put it on my own Twitter.
Oh, okay. True. I don't know, because I know we talk a lot about how like we feel like we could always be doing more, and
That's
is
true.
being on Twitter one of those things that we could be doing more.
But like, is it worth it?
Right.
Would it make a difference?
Like, do you
it's
think the
kinda-
people?
Personally, I think it's a lot harder to. I've had my Twitter for 10 years, and I've only accumulated like 280 followers. I feel like it's a lot harder to grow a following on there. I don't know. Like I was saying, because Instagram is such like a visual, like quick thing you see, where it's like Twitter, it's not that much. Yeah.
Do you think the people who even are in our Discord use Twitter?
I don't even
Like
know.
Twitter's becoming less of a thing with, like,
Like,
I guess
new-
Gen Z.
I don't know. Like, I truly have no idea. Maybe if I'd have to guess, I would say, yeah, it's not as common, but I don't know. So when are you going to get social media?
I feel like every day I've been thinking about it a lot. Like, dude, I really have. I've been thinking
Let's
about
all
it a ton.
manifest it. Thinking in your thoughts that Jason will.
And if anything, it wouldn't be Twitter. It definitely would be Instagram, just because I feel like I have stuff that I would want to post, pictures wise. Twitter is like, I've gotten, like, when I had Twitter, I was very much more open to just posting what I was thinking. And
Dude, Jason Twitter days were like, they were honestly kind of fun. Dude, it was like a different person. I don't even remember that Jason anymore.
yeah, it was definitely more of like
Would you say that was your fuckboy phase?
No, that was like around. That was like 2015, 2016.
Okay.
17 too. So a good 3 years. Like during Twitter, I was calming down at that point. I was in a serious relationship during Twitter, and so I don't know. I don't think it was a fuckboy phase. But either way, I
Maybe
feel
the end of it.
like it was a lot less of a filter, if that's
Yeah.
if that's how I could put it. But only because like I truly didn't care about like other people, I guess. I know it sounds like it sounds bad, but I think that's like why my Twitter was more like I don't give a fuck what I'm saying. Like, if you feel about it, that's
Would
on
you say you've changed now, though? Like, would you say that now you care a little?
I'm a little bit more. Yeah, I'd say I definitely do care a lot. I guess I'm just more considerate now. Because I definitely wasn't.
So you were just talking big shit.
Yeah, basically.
But
that's why it was so much
Joe
fun.
LaPuma Jason fight is still ongoing. We're still gonna wait on it.
But that's why it was so much fun, just because I was like, this is like truly what I'm thinking. So whatever. I don't know. I think it sounds a lot worse than what it actually was, but it was a good time.
Fun times.
But yeah, Instagram, I think I'm definitely want to hop back into it. Just not sure when yet. I know it's sooner than I think it's gonna happen, but
Should I expose your handle or what?
not yet. Not yet.
Okay, but just know it's out there.
I deactivated the account. I was like, no, I can't have this out here yet.
What?
Or else I just gotta like let
Whoa.
it happen. I gotta let it happen, bro. I was like active for like.
Oh,
it's all
dude, you're
good,
being
it's all good.
so dramatic, dude. I swear to God.
Let me reset this.
I feel like as we get closer to Halloween time, if you will, that's also your birthday time. But I feel like I'm going to be taking out more and more Halloween decorations. Dude, it's like my favorite holiday. I'm going to be taking out more and more decorations. So
And you
wait
started
on
with
it.
the skeleton?
Yeah.
Nice.
Dude, I've kept this one for like a year, like 2 years. Tell me it isn't so cute.
I like it a lot.
I
Is
want to
this the
find
same
him a
one that was holding
girlfriend.
the joint or no?
No. Stop.
That's a
Don't
different
expose
one.
him.
Okay.
It's not his time yet. But I bought this one, I think, at Michael's. It was cute. It was cute.
You said you wanted to find him a girlfriend.
Yeah. But I don't think they, like, every year I go back to see if they have the same one, but they have, like, a different version of it, if you will. It's, like, the same skeleton, but with, like, a different outfit. But I haven't seen a girl. So, but they have blank ones. Like, they have blank, just regular skeletons. So I think I'm just going to make it. Like, make the girl.
You should. I think, would you have to, like, get a sewing machine or anything like that?
No, you just,
the
this is all, like,
fabric?
glued. But I just have to buy the little pom-poms. And like paint his face. But I think it's cute.
We have to decide on Halloween costumes too.
Oh yeah. A lot of people were helping us in the Discord. Some of them were pretty funny, like the Nacho Libre one. That one I think would have been really funny.
I haven't seen Nacho Libre.
But you'd have to be Esqueleto. I don't want to be him.
Someone said the Shrek and Fiona one, which I thought was funny, but I was like, no, that's theirs. That's you and your boyfriends.
Wait, did I ever say that last year on the pod?
I think you did.
Because like I really wanted to be emo Shrek and Fiona with my boyfriend. Because it's the offer is still there. He said he was going to do it last year, and then he didn't want to do it. So I'm just like, no, you're not getting yourself out of this costume. If we have to fucking wait for it for the next 4 years, we're gonna have to wait. Because I really want to do it. But when I was telling Jason, hey, like we have to find like a duo costume thing. He was like, oh, like Shrek and Fiona. And then my boyfriend was like, yeah, do Shrek and Fiona. And he was like, you're not getting yourself out of that one. What are you going to do with the rest of your day?
Let's see. After this, I'm gonna go home, edit this. I have to edit. I want to do all of it, so edit this, the video part of it, upload it, the TikTok clips. After that, I still have laundry in the dryer. I was too lazy to go downstairs and like.
Now
grab
they're going
and
to be
shit.
all wrinkly.
No, it's like the socks and underwear. I
Oh,
hang
okay.
dry all my other stuff.
Wow, you're fancy.
That's what I feel like my t-shirts like last a long time because of that.
Oh, wow. Do you wash in cold?
I know. I only wash my jeans in cold water, like very
Okay.
cold water. And I wash my jeans like once a month at that point.
You said very cold water. Does your washing machine have an option for that?
Yeah, it has cold and then very cold.
That's useful. That's useful.
Do you wash your jeans? I know a lot of people don't wash their jeans. They just put them in the freezer. And like I guess that's their method of cleaning.
Is this really common?
Yeah, and that's how you're supposed to wash or clean
Denim?
like real denim. You put it in the freezer.
What? No, I put it in the washing machine.
Yeah, same.
I put that bitch on hot.
On
and then I
hot?
dry it hot.
For what reason?
That's like how I've always done. Is that bad?
I just sort of think that would that would
Actually,
shrink
yeah,
it, wouldn't it?
yeah, that's actually
Yeah.
really bad. But now I've been drying my clothes on the no
In
air.
the clothesline, like outside.
No. I put it on the setting that's like no air.
What does that mean?
Like no heat. My bad.
Oh, so it just like tumbles it? Until it really? What the fuck?
Yeah, I mean
heard
it
of
takes
that.
it takes a little bit
I
longer.
would bet.
But no, but like the clothes aren't like ugly. So it's fine.
But yeah, then after that, I'm not really sure what I want to do yet. Yesterday I went down to the lake and took a hammock with me.
You're such a hammock guy.
Dude, there's
Was there
so
other people with
underrated.
hammocks?
There was one other person with hammocks in that place, but no, I honestly never knew how much I would love a hammock, but they're nice. They're very comfortable. And so I took that. I took my weed with me. I'm rewatching Ozarks right now, season 3. And so I was watching that, and because I think season 4 is about to come out. So I want to be caught up with everything.
I thought they were done.
No, I think they have another season.
Damn.
Or they're shooting it right now. But either way, there's another season coming out. And then, and yeah, and I was just chilling there. So I don't know if I want to do that again because it's a drive and like depending on the time when you come back, it's like 4, 5, 6 o'clock, and there's so much traffic on 55.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to deal with all that shit.
I'm watching this new show on Hulu. It's actually really good, but I don't know if it would be like too girly for you, if you will. But it's cool because it's about a podcast. It's called Only Murders in the Building. It's on Hulu.
That sounds cool. I'm gonna write it down because I've been looking for a new show after.
Selena Gomez is in it.
Oh, I seen the TikToks about it. They're like, who put Selena Gomez in his show? So what's it called?
She's like really good in the show. It's called Only Murders in the Building on Hulu. They just launched it, so they only have 3 episodes out. Today's Tuesday, so another one will come out today.
Oh, I haven't looked forward to a show like that in a minute. Where,
Dude,
like,
it's
every week.
really good.
Cool. I'm gonna watch it then.
And also, Grace is coming back. Gray's days are
They
coming.
gotta stop. They get like where do we get it? Like what else is there to it? Like
That's
my God.
true. Like everyone's pretty much dead or gone. So, like, what is left truly?
This is what happened to Scrubs. Same thing. They went on too long, and then they got fucking Dave Franco or James, one of them, and then that was like when the whole cast started to switch up, and like it wasn't really the same show anymore.
Damn.
So
Wasn't what it used to be.
I'm not trying to say Grey's is coming to an end, but
It
looks
really
like
probably should, but I could see them going up until like season 24.
Damn, they're at 19.
18. I think so.
You see, I'm good. This is how much you talk about it.
But yeah, I feel like I have something in my tooth. They wouldn't even be able to see.
Knowing, yeah, somebody would. Before.
It would be Darwin. Did you see that he commented on one of the TikToks for the OGs that know Darwin is back on TikTok?
It's been a while since I've seen their name
Yeah,
pop
he
up.
changed his profile and everything, his profile picture. But he was like, long time no see. And we're like, oh, bro, like, we miss you. And he was like, oh, like, I love you guys. I was like, oh, that's nice.
I haven't seen Juanito's name pop up in a minute, too.
Yeah, he hates us now.
Are you being serious? I was like,
No.
oh, shit, what do we do?
No, he's still out there.
I like to think that they've kind of, like, caught up with the pod, and now they just listen to us as just, like, we're there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like, in their life, we're just there. Mm-hmm. But they're continuing to keep living their life, obviously. They're doing something different.
They're real people.
Yeah, basically. Like, they're real people. But, like, they find the podcast in a time when they needed to hear it. And now it's kind of like, okay, I'll come back to it when I need that again.
Aw.
You know? That's what I'm trying to say.
I like that.
Almost like that reminds me of, like, kind of my friends. I like talking to my friends for different reasons.
Yeah.
And so whenever that reason comes up, there it is.
Do you think they do that with you too?
Maybe. Mm-hmm. I think so. Like, I have different friends for different reasons. Like, friends like to go out, friends who like to smoke, friends like for this and for that.
Damn, you got hella friends.
I try to keep a big circle around.
Oh. A village, if you will.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, different friends for different reasons. So I hope they don't see that as a bad thing. Would you see that as a bad thing?
I don't know. I mean, you could see it both ways. Like, oh, like, you know, that's nice because I keep you around for the same thing. Or you could take it as like, damn, like you only want me for partying.
Oh, okay.
You know?
I see what you mean.
Shit like that, but...
I guess, yeah, for different activities, but I still feel like I give my all to whichever friend I'm with. Like, I speak to everyone kind of the same.
Right.
So, hopefully not. Hopefully they don't see it as a bad thing.
I'm sure you're good. They're still your friends, so...
True.
You know what I really liked from the other time? The what was it? What you brought in the bag? Oh, the Teddy Grahams, was it?
Oh, yeah. Teddy
Ooh,
Grahams.
those were so
Yeah,
good.
dude. The chocolate chip ones. Fire. I was telling you I just got some Scooby snacks and they're it's a cinnamon, and so I think cinnamon cookies like that are better when you let them melt, because then the cinnamon you actually taste all of it.
I always felt like you and also Michael, you guys have like the best snacks. Like you guys
Thank
always
you.
pick
I
out the
appreciate
best
that.
snacks where it's like I just wouldn't do all that. And it's admirable, I will say. Like you get the Teddy Grahams, like you get the Scooby snacks, like all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, you know what? This is really good. This is a good pick for the occasion, if you will.
Thank you.
But usually I'm just like, I'm gonna eat just some crackers or something, or go to the store and get like Reese's, and I'm just like, damn, like this hits, but it doesn't hit.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I had a good snack.
Do you like vanilla wafers too? Mm-mm. Oh, you don't?
No.
Oh, so you would not have had the same opinion on me, because I had vanilla wafers like 4 weeks ago, maybe a month ago, and dude, they were so fire. But while you're high, because a lot of these snacks I really wouldn't eat them if I wasn't. So,
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I just thought it was because like those were snacks you ate
Yeah.
when you weren't high.
No. A lot of them when I'm high, I'm a lot more comfortable being open minded and like, fuck it, I'm gonna try something new.
And you haven't been disappointed?
Rarely. Yeah,
okay.
rarely. I'm that person who, like, if I order a burger at the restaurant and they bring me like a steak or something, or like something that isn't my burger, I wouldn't be disappointed, because I'm just
Like you wouldn't send it back?
no,
Oh, okay.
unless it was something like I truly didn't fuck with, but that's like never the case.
Right.
So I usually just don't say anything, because I'm like, yeah, it's still like food.
But
It's
you're
fine.
just like, make sure it's still what it said on the bill.
Oh shit, true.
Um,
How about you though? You're like that?
what?
Like, are you gonna say something and like it's something that you're gonna get upset about, or like you're not gonna enjoy your food if it wasn't that, which is completely fine.
Like, would I send stuff back?
Yeah.
I think I would. Just because, see, I don't want to come off as picky. Because, like, a lot of the times, most of the dishes, if you will, around here is like meat as like a main dish or whatever. And I don't, if it's not something that I really approve of that day, kind of like, oh, my palate is not feeling eating anything like chewy or like a certain taste or whatever, I'm like, I don't want that. So when it gets fucked up, most of the time it's like a meat plate or whatever, and I'm just like, like I just wanted what I ordered, please.
I get that. I don't think that's being picky though. I think you're just like, you know what you want that day, and it's not that.
I guess, if
Right.
you will, yeah.
Yeah, because I used to be a very picky eater. Very picky
With your
eater.
torta of just
Yeah, dude, it had to be a
cheese.
certain way. Yeah, and cut into 4 slices. If it was cut into slices, it was going back.
Oh my god.
I don't know, dude. I was very picky, and I also wouldn't eat. Like, there was one point, I'm gonna expose my family a little bit. There was one point where my dad, I was like, I refuse to eat my food, and bro, I don't know. I was just saying, fuck, I don't want to eat it, I guess. And my dad was like, no, like, you're gonna eat it. You're not leaving this table until you're getting up.
But like
And
you
I'm-
didn't want it because you weren't hungry?
or because I didn't like it. Like, either one or the other.
Okay.
I don't know. I was just very like nah, bro. If I don't want it, I'm not gonna eat it.
Yeah.
For whatever reason, I still shouldn't have been forced to eat it. But I was like, all right, well, we're both sitting here for a long time because I'm not getting up, and so I was just sitting
You're
there,
so problematic.
and I'm just sitting there, and he goes to my room. I was sharing with Jonathan at the time, and he got my game. I think it was like my Call of Duty game that I was playing at the time, and he was like, okay, like, oh no, it was James Bond. This was like back in the day. It was a James Bond game on like the PlayStation or some shit. And he was like, if you're not gonna eat, I'm gonna break your game. And I was like, I didn't say a word. And I was just like,
But did you
just shrugging
care
my
about the
shoulders.
game?
Yeah, low key, a little bit. But I wouldn't.
But you had to stand your ground. You
Yeah,
can't
I
just
wasn't.
back
No,
up.
definitely, I wasn't gonna let him know that you're actually hurting me. Like, nah, like that doesn't do shit to me. I'll cry about it later, but like right now I'm good. And so then he broke it, And I saw Jonathan was so devastated because we really enjoyed the game. Like we played the game a lot.
And he
was
looked at you and he was
devastated.
like, why?
Probably I can just hear him saying like, dude, just eat it. Like I can hear him saying that so clearly. And I was like, nah, fuck, I'm not eating it. And I just sat there even longer until they like, all right, go to your room. I was like,
And by the time you're in your room, you're like, fuck, I'm
kind of
hungry.
hungry. Imagine I would have asked for food after that. And see that would be problematic.
That's the belt. That's the belt.
That's some silver tooth shit right there.
Or your mom sees you go downstairs and get a snack
Oh, dude.
instead of the food.
¿Quién está en la cocina? I can already hear it.
Oh my god.
Nah, but there's something I strive for when I do have an apartment or house is a great snack selection. Like I don't care who is coming over. Like I
Dude,
want you to be able to. Like,
I don't want to
enjoy
burst your
something.
bubble also, but
Oh.
groceries are mad expensive.
I mean, I know groceries are expensive, but I'm pretty decent when it comes to my own personal budgeting, and so I can. Like I wouldn't have people all over all the time to the point where I would never have snacks. Or like I purposely wouldn't eat those snacks. I can like restrain myself from eating.
Would
those
you
snacks.
get a Costco membership?
Maybe.
I really want one, and I feel like my boyfriend also wants one. So I'm like, maybe I can convince him, push him over the edge, if you will. But
Just an extra couple of dollars. It's only a year, right? It's a yearly subscription, not a
yeah,
monthly.
pretty sure. And I don't think it's that bad. I think it's like $60. Is it not?
That's not bad at all.
Yeah. I think it's worth it.
Did you guys ever shop at Sam's Clubs? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, like there's only like the only Costco I know is here, but over there it's only like Sam's Club.
Yeah, because we grew up with Sam's Club, never with Costco. We still have Sam's Club today, actually.
Oh, really? We had it like it would be very on and off, like when we would have it. But when we had it, it was pretty cool. It was fun. Oh, going back to the groceries. I feel like over the last year, groceries have gotten like really expensive, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Every single time I go, like when I used to shop, okay, I would get like a decent amount of food for like $50, and now that like same amount of food is like 70 or 80, and I'm just like, what
Just
the
over the
fuck?
past year alone.
Yeah, and I'm just like, damn, this is the fuck. And we try to go to like Aldi and stuff, like places where like produce would be like cheaper and whatnot, but pizza's expensive now.
Are you going weekly, like grocery shopping?
Like maybe every 2 weeks. You know.
Do you remember when Pete's was not even? It was not what it is today. Like, did you guys have Pete's over there? Pete's was like just a very below average grocery market, and we would go, and they would have someone outside selling coconuts, and they'd break them open for you, and like you could drink it as you're walking through the store. So that
Oh,
was
that's
like when
pretty
they started
cool.
doing that, I was like, oh, like they're like upgrading a little bit. Like that's a luxury, you know?
Right.
And then slowly Pizza's become this very modern grocery store.
Very chain like.
Very, yeah, extremely. And they have like their hot food bar. I'm not even sure if Pete's has really expanded that far to where people outside from Illinois would know Pete's. Maybe. I'm not sure how
don't
big
know.
of a grocery chain it is, but I could see it definitely becoming nationwide. So that's fucking crazy because I think.
Just putting us on the map.
Oh shit.
But would you prefer like I've never been inside of Tony's.
Tony's is cool.
Is it the same?
It reminds me of a Jewel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, or like a Food for Less. Did you go for Food for Less? I had Food for Less.
We have a couple. I think we maybe 2 Jewel-Oscos back home, but yeah, that's it. But we didn't have it in my like smaller town. So in the smaller town, if we wanted to go to like Target or like Jewel, we'd have to go to the bigger town because in my town there was only like a Walmart. And a really long time ago, there was something called a Fiesta Market. I think, do they have those here?
Not that I
Okay.
think of.
But I've only seen like one other one. But they didn't exist, so they would only be like really small Mexican stores. And it was like two of them, and they were like rivals, if you will, but they were really small. And then eventually, I think there's like they could see the demand for one, so someone opened one up there, and it's like one of the biggest ones in that town.
That small one.
Well, it's not like it's not small. Like this one's definitely a chain, you know. But I think actually no. I was gonna compare it to Tony's, but like I've never been. I can't really. But it's not like huge. It's not like a Pete's.
It's okay. Tony's is pretty big. Like the one
Okay.
they opened up recently has been pretty huge. All the ones Tony's I've seen have been pretty big. They're like almost the size of Jewel's. So is it bigger than Jewel?
No.
Okay, so it's
No.
pretty small then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Like
like
an Aldi.
so. No, it's a little bigger than Aldi.
Okay.
Oh, no, but yeah, that they have that now. So that's one of the two like main stores, grocery stores, if you will, they have over there.
Is Myers a suburb thing? I think I've only set foot into Myers like one time.
I think so. They have one where I'm from, just one, but
But they're fucking
it's pretty
huge
far.
though, right?
I think
They're
so.
always pretty big.
I think I've been in like 2 Myers. Pretty fancy. This is gonna be a shorter episode because personally, I fucked up and didn't open the Discord yesterday. I don't know, like
It's
I
not your
usually
fault.
remember.
It's fucking Labor Day. I mean, we're all off that day. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
But I like completely forgot. Next week though, if you guys want to ask any other questions for the Discord so we can answer them on the next week's episode, we have our Discord in our bio. So join us. I think we have like almost 160 people.
Dude, I think so too.
Yeah. A lot of people in there. Everyone's so welcoming. I like when someone says like, hi, like it's my first time, like whatever. And everyone's like, oh, hey, like, how's it going? Like, stop, I'm going to cry. Oh, you know what? Dude, literally on the, like the Discover page, if you will, I saw that there was these people doing like weed related like content. And they were on those like, where they would show big creators, you know, on the Discover page or whatever. And I was like, what the fuck? Like they're literally showing weed on camera and stuff. And I'm just like, why
We used to have to
why
like censor
them?
our shit.
Yeah. And I'm just like, why them?
I've seen comments that say that people whose content doesn't get blurred out or like taken down is usually white people
That's true.
with weed.
Those people were white.
There you go.
Damn.
And then YouTube's also lifting up like their weed blockage, so you can now start getting paid from your weed videos if that's something you did before. That's why a lot of weed content people usually make a lot of merch. Like they sell lighters, they sell bowls and shit like that, because that's how they get their money. Majority of it.
Oh, this makes a lot of sense. Damn, we got merch coming out soon.
Hold on, let me reset the camera. Low key, did we agree on a date? Because I know, remember you had mentioned one date. You're like, what if we do it this day instead?
Oh, is this off air?
No, I think we should like talk about it right now.
Oh,
to kind
okay.
of put it in motion. you know?
Okay. No, I said, Black Friday.
Okay, so I like the idea too.
Yeah.
Maybe that's all we'll say. We'll have merch coming out Black Friday.
Yeah. For sure.
So I don't want to give too much about it away, but
Right.
that's all. Low key, want to know something funny? I guess like depends on what you take it. I think you find it funny.
Okay.
Like when we first started all the podcast stuff, and like I wanted to get more views and stuff, I would play it on my own phone, like from like in the mornings. I guess when it was 8 o'clock came out, I was like, okay, I'm gonna play this for like on Spotify, and I'm gonna play this on Apple Music, and just like try to get the views up a little bit. And I don't think it like really impacted it that much to the point where it was like where like I made a huge difference. I only got us like one new listener a week basically. And like now I haven't done that in so long because I was pretty strict on doing it. I was like, I'm gonna do this to like help the channel up and like help us get views and shit. And now, I mean, I don't even have to do it. Like the podcast doesn't even pop up on any of my other apps anymore. It's just not there.
Really? Because I feel like I used to do that too. At least listen to it once on like one of them, or what, like Spotify or Apple and stuff. And then I don't know. I think eventually I stopped.
But would you listen to it to like catch yourself, like to listen to yourself talk, or what?
I would say yeah, just to make sure that like everything was going good. Like, oh, did this sound good or whatever. But I never did that with the videos. I think I've watched like maybe 2 of them. But yeah, I don't know. I stopped at some point too, so it's fine.
Well, yeah, we're gonna cut it short this episode. So thank you guys for joining us this week.
Thank you guys. We'll see you guys next week. We gotta say one last thing.
Yeah, I know. Oh gosh, shit. I was like, I think I have it now.
I was like, oh, he's really searching over there.
You know, this one's gonna have though a bunch of good blooper moments.
This one?
Yeah.
Where?
What do you mean? There was a bunch like that one right there. I was like, that's probably a blooper right there. I've been putting them at the end of the videos. Did you see the last one?
Oh, I don't.
I know.
I
I
don't
don't watch
watch
them either.
any.
It's okay. It's fine. I
Maybe
don't watch
I'll
them
see.
either. But yeah, so I thought it was good. Yeah, like how you said, it was a good idea to put bloopers, and so I was like, "Fuck, it, I'll put them at the end." And then
I don't know. You were doing it for like all.
I just did it for this last one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I like to keep adding little things like that to the channel. I guess if people can like look forward to stuff. So
They're
now
gonna be
at
like,
the end
"Oh
of the
yeah,
video-
remember when you did this?" I'm gonna be like, "No." I'll start watching them.